Welcome everybody to the Dagan Lusk podcast.
Today we have
Lusk.
I'm the host of the Dagan Lusk podcast. Today we have a very special episode featuring
and welcome to the Dagan Lusk podcast.
The following is a conversation I shared with WH.
So I am someone who really enjoys conversing with others, so I've now created a space for myself to do just that. I'm your host, Dagan Lusk, and I'm introducing you to the Dagan Lusk podcast.
Good morning. I am preparing for the first episode of the pod today.
So in my life in general, but especially in my profession, I find myself having meaningful and interesting conversations with different people all the time. I love talking to others, I've always loved talking to others, and recently I've just been extra fascinated in studying the different points of view that we all have.
You know, there is a part of me for some reason that's a little bit nervous just like setting up and being on camera and worried that something might go wrong too, but I am excited to talk to Alexley.
As far as personal beliefs go, I'm not certain of much of anything, but I am eternally curious. I'm very easily intrigued, and the reason why I started a podcast is ultimately selfish. I just want to talk to people, bro.
All right, let me know if this is a tough transition. Let me know if that was tough or not.
Oh, hell no.
It's probably true that I will never beat the Yapper allegations. I love to talk, I love to listen. Like if you're watching this and I know you in person, like I probably want you on the pod. The setup that I'm currently running consists of an A and B cam for the interview shots and a wide angle shot, all being fed into my laptop to be recorded on OBS. So the gear isn't too important, especially the video gear. If you want to start a podcast or start recording conversations with people just to have an archive for more of a look back on this kind of purpose, and you don't really care too much about video, you could honestly even use your phone mic.
Hey, we doing a fit check for the vlog. Hold up. Hold up. Oh my gosh.
I would say if you relate to anything that I've talked about, you know, loving to talk, hearing people's perspectives, or maybe if you're even interested in interviewing being part of your career, I would definitely say you should start a podcast. Our lives are so crazy. Things are constantly changing for everybody all the time, day by day. And I have personally struggled keeping up with my loved ones because of this. And a podcast lets you sort of capture a moment in time, even if it's a lot of chaos going on, or a low energy time, or even if there's something negative going on. Doing a podcast and having a real honest discussion with somebody, it sort of cements it in stone in a way, and it lets you reflect on it when you get out of that space later.
Like vlogging on it. All right, we just wrapped up. I feel like I was kind of awkward, honestly.
So I know this video and this discussion was a bit shorter. I kind of just wanted to share with everybody a cool project that I've been working on. And if you're interested in starting a podcast of your own, definitely leave a comment and let me know what you guys think about this. And here is some snippets of the first episode of the Dagan Lusk podcast.
People are talking about, well, is climate change real or is it not? And now it's like become political, which is so crazy to me, because at the end of the day, for me, weather has always and only has ever been science. Science is facts. And so...
Yo, science is facts.
And making sure the newer generation is comfortable in set, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like now,
Okay.
you think about it on a personal level. Now you have a child.
I do have a child.
Now you...
And it's pretty awesome, but it's also very
Yeah.
terrifying,
It's
so...
definitely terrifying.
Because you know what my first, earliest memories of the weather are?
Uh-huh.
Whatever that weird channel is where it's just a map of the weather, and the scariest intercom crackly voice you've ever heard is announcing what's going on. And
You're
it's
probably talking like the Weather Channel.
Is that
maybe?
what it was like? Third day, or whatever it is,
Maybe,
where it's
yeah.
where it's
I used-
cloudy, dark skies across this county, and
I
it's
used-
this dark, scary,
It was like an
terrifying
automated,
voice,
yeah.
and it would pop. I'd be
Yeah.
in Biscuit World, and it would
Yeah.
come on. I was like, bro, I'm trying to eat
Probably
my
on the
biscuit,
Weather
bro.
Channel, yeah.
It freaked me out. You know, maybe we are just kind of floating in space and kind of a transient kind of thing, but at the same time, there's people that I care about who are experiencing some kind of loss, and I could at least turn up for them, you know.
I don't think you can stay necessarily as clocked down. This is why it's so
And
complicated.
isn't it complicated?
It is complicated.
And that's the only thing I wanted you to see is that where I come from
Yeah.
on it, how big it is to me,
Uh-huh.
and how I'm just lost. I'm just lost.
But I feel like you can always start somewhere. Yes, but
Is it control? What I want to know
Here's-
is it controlled?
not right now as you think it might be,
Okay.
and that's why education system is under attack because they want to control it.
Like, does this ever stress you out?
Yes, of course.
Okay. How do you
All the
cope with that? That was actually why I even wanted to choose you as a guest to talk to, because you, regardless of what like specifically you believe or where you place really anything, whether or not I even agree with you, I'm interested in your perspective. You have a very strong perspective.